Good day everyone, this is Jarmar TV and for this video ay tutuloy natin yung discussion about law of science. So kung di nyo pa napapanood yung unang part ng law of science ay pwede nyong i-click yung link na nasa description. So sa part 1 kasi ang given dito ay 2 angles and 1 side or ASA and SAA case. So remember po, ito po yung formula sa paghahanap ng parts ng triangle using law of sines. A over sine of A is equal to B over sine of B is equal to C over sine of C. So dito sa video na ito ay didiscuss natin yung two sides and an angle opposite to one of them or yung SSA or ambiguous case. So let's get into it. Ano po? So dito sa the ambiguous case is when two of the sides and an angle opposite to one of them are given. Using law of sines, the given measurements may have one solution, two solutions, or no solution at all. So sa ambiguous case, posible na sa given measurements, no, as long as those are two sides and an angle opposite to one of them, magkakaroon tayo ng one solution, two solutions, or no solution at all. So, consider natin itong figures na ito, no? So, let us consider these figures. Kung ano ang mangyayari sa solution kapag nasa ambiguous case tayo. So, for this one, sobrang ikli yung A na hindi maabot doon sa side C. So therefore, hindi tayo makakabuo ng triangle kapag ganyan ng sukat. Provided yung sukat ni angle A, yung haba ni side B, tapos haba ni side A ay fixed or hindi nababago. So kapag ganyan kaikli yung side A, hindi makabuo ng triangle dyan. So therefore, itong mga measurements ay no solution. So, wala tayong triangle na mabubuo kapag ganyan yung sukat nila. Okay, so for this one, sapat na yung haba ng A para matouch yung side C. Okay, so therefore, makakabuo tayo ng isang triangle and therefore, we have one solution. Ayan. For this one, yung haba ng A ay sapat na pwede nating ikutin yung side A para mapunta sa kabilang side. So, we have two distinct segments na parehas yung sukat na nakaabot sa C. This one and this one. Kaya magkakaroon tayo ng dalawang triangles. Isa ay ito at isa naman ay ito. So, ito ay may two solutions. Ayan. So, for this one, isa lang ang solution, no? At nangyayari lang yan kapag yung side A ay nag-touch perpendicular to side C. Kaya ang nabuong triangle ay isang right triangle. So there are only one solution. Ngayon, kung ang given angle naman ay isang obtuse angle, dalawang posibleng mangyari. Kapag ang A ay mas maikli kaysa sa B, wala tayong triangle na mabubuo kasi hindi maabot ni A. Okay? Hindi maabot ni A kay side C. So, there is no solution. Tapos, pangalawa, this one, no? Sapat na yung haba ng A, that is, mas mahaba na yung A kaysa sa side B para maabot si C. So, kaya makakabuo tayo ng isang triangle. So, therefore, this has only one solution. So, ganyan po ang mangyayari kapag nasa ambiguous case na tayo. So, ano-ano bang mga bagay na dapat nating tandaan? No? So, here are the things you should know. If sine of A is greater than 1, then there is no solution. So, kapag nasolve natin and it turns out na ang value ng sine ay greater than 1, huminto kayo dyan at ideklara natin yung given values na or given measurements ay no solution. So, wala tayong mabubuong triangle kapag ganyan ang measurements. If sine of A is equal to 1, then there is only one solution, which is a right triangle. And number 3, if sine A is less than 1, then A may have two values, A sub 1 and A sub 2, such that A sub 1 plus A sub 2 is 180. So let's say we have two angles na ang sum nila ay 180. So let's say 70 at saka 110. So kapag inad natin itong dalawa, 180 po sila. Tama, they are supplementary. Now, pag kinuha natin yung sine of ng dalawang ito, that is sine of 70 at saka sine of 110, they return the same value. So for example, pag kinuha natin yung sine of 70, no? We got 0.9397 pag niround off natin to 4 decimal places. Ngayon, pag kinuha natin yung sine of 110, lalabas is 0.9397 din. 'Di ba? So, as long as they are supplementary, yung sign values nila ay equal. So, kaya kung ang value ng sine ay 1, you should solve for two possible measurements. One is A sub 1 and the other one is A sub 2, such that A sub 2 is 180 minus A sub 1. So to get the second value, isubtract mo lang yung A sub 1 mula sa 180. Okay? And then doon natin ibabase kung isa or dalawa ang magiging solution by adding these two angles. No? Kapag lampas 180 or sakto sa 180, isa lang ang solution. Pero kapag less than 180, then we are able to find the third angle. So there must be two solutions. Okay, so wag na tayo paligoy-ligoy pa. Let's go on with the examples. Alright, so for this one, we are going to solve the triangle with the given information. Number 1, angle B is 44.44 degrees, side B is 22 degrees, and side C is 30 degrees. So ito po yung figure niya. Ano po? So to get started, remember po yung yung law of sines formula. So A over sine of A equals B over sine of B equals C over sine of C. Ayan. Notice that, tignan nyo, yung angle B at saka yung side B ay given. So, isa sa ratio na gagamitin natin ay ito. Now, on the other hand, we have side C here na given, tapos yung angle C, di pa nasosolve. So, ang gagamitin nating ratio ay ito, together with this one. Kaya naman, we take these two, ibaba natin sila so that we have B over sine of B equals C over sine of C. And then, plug in those values. So, 23 over sine of 44.44 degrees, ayan po, equals C. C is 30 over sine of C. Ayan. Okay, so bale, isosolve natin yung angle C. So to solve for angle C, ito po yon. Ano muna tayo, no? Cross multiply, 'di ba? Cross multiply tayo. This will become 23 times sine of C equals 30 times sine of 44.44. And then divide both sides by 23. Ayan. Divide both sides by 23. Okay? So, ayusin nga natin yung equal sign. Ayan. And then, we're going to solve for sine C. So, sine C muna equals this one. Kaya naman, ilalabas natin yung calculator and then pindutin yung dapat pindutin. No? So, 30 times sine of 44.44 degrees divided by 23. So this will become 0.913255. Okay? So isulat muna natin yung buo, no? 0.913255. 913.255. Okay. So, i-round off muna natin to 6 decimal places kasi later on, i-round off natin sa 2 decimal places. So, dapat wag muna nating i-round off agad sa 2 decimal places. So, as you can see, the value of sin C is less than 1. So, there are 2 possible values of C. Kaya naman, para makuha natin yung value ng C, we use the shift function of the calculator, no? So, para sa C sub 1, no? C sub 1, kasi dalawa magiging values nun, bale, pindutin mo lang yung shift, then sign, then i-type mo yung answer before, no? 913255. 0.913255 equals 65.96. So, 65.96 pag naka-rounded off na, no? Tapos, yung C sub 2 naman po, to get the value of C sub 2, i-subtract natin yung 180 sa value ng C sub 1, which is 65.96. No? Tapos, we use the calculator here. No? Bale, 180 minus 65.96 equals 114.04. So, 114.04 degrees. So, bale, sa C sub 1 is 65.96. So, ito po ang unahin natin. Ano po? Ayan. So, C sub 1 is 65.96. So, nasolve natin yung pangalawang angle. Now, ang kulang na lang po is yung angle A. So, denoted as A sub 1. So, A sub 1 is 180 minus B minus C sub 1. Ayan yung, kumbaga, formula to get the third angle. So, A sub 1 is 180 minus B. Ang B po natin is yung given, which is 44.44 degrees, minus C sub 1, which is 65.96 degrees. And then, again, we use calculator to find A sub 1. So, 180 minus 44.44 minus 65.96, that is equal to 69.6 degrees. So, 69.6 degrees. So, this is the angle A. So, ngayon, kumpleto na yung measures ng angle A. So, ang natira na lang ay yung measure ng side A. No? So, bale, ang gagamitin nating ratio ay this one together with this one. Kaya, ibaba natin, no? And then, let's do this, no? So, isulat natin yung law of sine formula. Bale, A sub 1 over sine of A sub 1 equals B over sine of B. Bale, A sub 1 over sine of, i-plug in natin yung mga values. Ang A sub 1 or angle A sub 1 is 69.6 equals B. Ang small b po natin ay 23, that's side B, over sine of angle B, which is 44.44 degrees. Ayan. And then we're going to multiply both sides by sine of 69.6. Sa left side, makakancel lang to. Pero sa kanan, mamumultiply sa sine of 69.6 degrees. Ayan. And then we're going to find the length of side A sub 1. So this will become 23 divided by sine of 44.44 degrees times sine of 69.6 degrees equals 30.78. Okay, so i-run off natin sa 30.79. That's it. Ito na po yung measure ng A sub 1. So for this side, i-recall po natin, the measure of angle C sub 1 is 69.96 degrees. Measure of A sub 1 is 69.6 degrees. And the measure of side A sub 1 is 30.79. Okay. Now, para naman sa C sub 2, we have the angle measure of 114.04 degrees. That's one of the solutions. And then, para ma-solve natin yung iba, gayahin na lang natin yung proseso dito. Ayan. Itong gagayahin natin, no? But this time, yung C sub 2 natin ay 114.04. So, let's do this. Ano po? So, A sub 2 equals 180 minus B minus C sub 2, no? Tapos, A sub 2 is 180 minus 44.44. That's the value of angle B. Minus C sub 2, 114.04. And then, calculator to find the A sub 2. So, 180 minus 44.44 minus 114.04. Bali, 21.52 ano po? Degrees. Ito na po yung measure ng pangatlong angle. And then, para naman sa nawawalang side, which is side A, this time A sub 2 naman po, no? We use the same formula. So, A sub 2 over sine of A sub 2 equals B over sine of B. Then, plug in those values. So, A sub 2 over sine A sub 2, that is 21.52 degrees, equals 23 over sine of 44.44. Ayan. And then, para masolve natin yung A sub 2, you just multiply sine of 21.52 degrees. So, for this one, makakancel out lang to. Pero sa kabilang side, mamumultiply sa sine of 21.52 degrees. And then, we're done. So, A sub 2 is equal to, calculate, 23 divided by sine of 44.44. Then, times sine of 21.52. Ayan, that is 12.05. Ayan. So, para naman sa side na ito, bali ang measure ng angle C sub 2 ay 114.04. Sa A sub 2 naman, or angle A sub 2, 21.52 degrees. And then the side length of A sub 2 is 12.05. Ayan, so that's it. Ito na po yung solutions. No? There are actually two possible solutions para sa given. Okay? So, ayan po. Next, number 2. We have angle A measuring 104 degrees, this one. Side A is 17 and then side C is 9.3. So again, we're going to use law of sines to calculate the remaining sides. Now, remaining parts of the triangle. So, A over sine of A equals B over sine of B equals C over sine of C. Ayan. And then, we choose which two are going to use first, no? So, as you can see, yung angle A at saka side A ay given. Kaya, gagamitin natin to. Pagkatapos, makikita natin na yung side C, katapat ng angle C ay given din. Yung angle C ang nawawala. So, along this one, gagamitin natin yung ratio na ito. So, ibaba natin tong dalawa, no? So, A over sine of A is equal to C over sine of C. Ayan. And then plug in those values. So, let's do this. 17 over sine of 104 degrees equals 9.3 over sine of C. Because, yan po yung hinahanap, ano po. So, para ma-solve natin yung C, you just cross multiply. No, bale, 17 times sine of C equals 9.3 times sine of 104 degrees. And then divide both sides by 17. no? So, bali, ang sin C po natin ay ito, calculator. Calculator ulit. So, yun, 9.3 times sine of 104 divided by 17. So, this is equal to 0.530809. So, i-round off muna natin sa 6 decimal places kasi hindi pa to ang final answer. So, 53.0809, 0.530809. Ayan, check nga natin. Ayan, correct. Yan, makikita natin yung value ng sine ay less than 1. So, the value of C must have two possible values, no? So, para sa C sub 1, kunin natin yung inverse sine directly gamit ang calculator. So, shift sign muna tayo. Ito, inverse sine of 0.530809. This is equal to 32.06. So, 32.06 degrees. So, ayan po yung measure ng pangalawang angle. Ngayon, para naman sa pangatlong angle, no, kasi ang given, angle A tsaka angle C. So, ang nawawala is angle B. Ano po? So, para sa angle B or B sub 1, we subtract 180 by the value or the measure of angle A and angle C. So, 180 minus A minus C sub 1. Bale, B sub 1 is equal to 180 minus A. Ang A po natin ay 104 minus C sub 1, that's 32.06. Then, simplify natin gamit ang calculator. Ayan, minus 104 minus 32.06 equals 43.94 degrees. Ayan. And then, nakuha natin yung pangatlong angle. So, kumpleto na tayo sa angles, no? Ayan. And then, para naman sa kulang na sides or yung missing side, which is, ano yung nawawalang side? Yung side B, no? Hindi lang nasulat. So, nandito dapat yan, side B. Bali, we're going to compute for the length of side B, no? Kaya naman, gagamitin natin tong dalawang ito, no? So, ibaba natin. Bali, A over sine of A is equal to B sub 1 all over sine of B sub 1. So, ayusin natin, no? Ayan. Bali, ang A po natin ay, ano nga ulit yung A? 17. Okay, 17 over sine of angle A, which is 104 degrees, equals B sub 1 over sine of, ito kasi hinahanap, B sub 1. B sub 1 is 43.94. Yan naman yung sa angle, no? And to get the measure of B sub 1, you just multiply both sides by this one, sine 43.94. So, for this one, makakancel. At sa kabilang side, mamumultiply sa sine of 43.94 degrees. Okay? Then, calculator, 17 divided by sine of 104 times sine of 43.94 equals 12.16. Okay, so ibig sabihin, ang nakuhang haba ng B sub 1 or side B sub 1 ay 12.16 units. Okay, so to summarize the results for this side, bale, ang measure ng angle C sub 1 ay 32.06 degrees, angle B sub 1 ay 43.94 degrees, and then yung length of side B sub 1 ay 12.16 units. Okay, so let's proceed to the other value of C, which is C sub 2. And to get the value of C sub 2, no, kasi ano yan yung value ng sine ay less than 1. So there should have two values of C. So to get the value of C sub 2, subtract mo lang yung 180 sa value ng C sub 1, which is 32.06. So, i-type nga natin yung expression. 180 minus 32.06, that is equal to 147.94. So 147.94 degrees. Ayan. So this is one of the angles na hinahanap natin. And then we repeat the process na kagaya nito, no? As this one. But this time, gagamitin natin yung 147.94 as another value of C. So let's begin with angle B. No? B sub 2 naman tayo ngayon. B sub 2 is equal to 180 minus A minus C sub 2. And then plug in those values. 180 minus, ang value ng A is 104 minus C sub 2, that's 147.94. Then simplify. Bale, 180 minus 104 minus 147.94. That is equal to negative 71.94. B sub 2 is negative 71.94 degrees. Unfortunately, guys, no, this is a negative number. So we cannot accept this value kasi wala namang negative na measure ng angle sa triangle. So, hihinto tayo rito. Ano po? And then, ang magiging solution natin ay ito lang. Okay, itong tatlo lang. Ayan. Alright, so ayan lang po ang solution natin. Kasi, tingnan nyo to, sa angle A at angle C pa lang, di ba ang angle A is 104, tapos yung angle C sub 2 ay 147.94. So, 147.94. Pag kinuha natin yung sum, yung A plus C sub 2, bali 0.94, tapos 11, ayan, 251.94, which is greater than 180 degrees. Di ba? Kailangan kasi tatlong angle na ang sum ay 180. So, dito pa lang, dalawang angles pa lang ay lampas na sa 180. So, we cannot accept this value. Okay? So, that's it. Ito na po yung solution na nasa kaliwa. Yan. Okay, so let's move on to the last one, which is number 3. Bale, angle B is 58 degrees. Side A, 18 units, and side B is 10 units. So, let us use law of sines to solve for this one. So, A over sine of A, and po yung formula, equals B over sine of B equals C over sine of C. Ayan. And then as you can see, bale yung angle B at saka side B ay given na. So, we use this ratio. And then, yung angle A naman po is wala pa, pero yung side A ay given already, no? So, what we have to do is kukunin natin yung value ng angle A or yung measure ng angle A. So, gagamitin natin ay ito. Kaya naman, itong dalawa, ibababa natin to solve for angle A. So, A over sine of A equals B over sine of B. Tapos, what we have to do is plug in those values, no? So, side A is 18 over sine of angle A equals B. Side B is 10 over, ang sine B naman po ay, or angle B rather, 58 degrees. So, sine of 58 degrees. And then, next is cross multiply so that we have 18 times sine of 58 degrees equals 10 times sine of A. Ayan. And then, divide both sides by 10. Okay. So, baka cancel to, di ba? Ayan. Sin A na lang po ang natitira. Bale, gagamitin natin yung calculator to simplify. So, ito na. 18 times sine of 58 divided by 10. So, ang lumabas, 1.5265. Naka-round off na yan. So, 1.5265. Okay, it turns out na ang value ng sine A ay 1.5265, which is greater than 1. So, unfortunately, wala tayong value ng angle A na pag kinuha mo yung sine ay greater than 1. Kasi yung value ng sine ay hanggang 1 lang. Okay? Kumbaga, ayan yung maximum value niya. So, with that, i-declare natin na ang given values na ito, no, ito ay walang solution. So, we write it as no solution. Okay, so yan po yung magiging sagot. Ayan. Tapos yung triangle na nakikita ninyo is not the correct one. So, kapag ganito yung given, wala tayong triangle na mabubuo. So, X to. Bali, ang magiging itsura ng triangle ay ganito. So, this is side C. This is side A. And then this is side B. So, mas maikli yung side B kaysa sa side A. So, 10, 18, tapos ito, 58 degrees. It is impossible to form a triangle with these measurements. Okay, so no solution po. Okay, so that's all for today about law of sines under the case of ambiguous. No, so sa ambiguous case, maaaring dalawa ang magiging solution, isa or no solution at all, just like this one. Alright, so I hope makatulong ito sa inyo tong video na ito, and thanks for watching. Do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel for more videos, and as always, have a great day to all.